Good morning everyone, happy Monday and welcome to a brand new weekly vlog. For those of you who don't know, my name is Amy Astrid and I vlog every week of my life. This is now vlog 6. God, I can't believe I've done 5 of these already. I am slap bang in the middle of a Galentine's brunch tour with my events company, Girlies IRL, at the moment. So I was in Wales yesterday and then next weekend we are also doing Manchester and Edinburgh. So for most of this week I'm going to be at my boyfriend's house just chilling, spending time with him and attempting to do some work while I'm at it. I've got quite a few ads I need to shoot this week. I've got some events tomorrow, so I'm going into London for that. And yeah, I've just had quite a slow start because this weekend was so much fun, but my God, it was tiring. I did like 8 hours of driving yesterday, so I think I deserved a little morning off. But it's just about lunchtime, so we're gonna go out and do some shopping for some food. And also I also need to buy some wine glasses because I don't have any wine glasses and I should have wine glasses. So I'm gonna go and find some. I want cute ones though. And I'm hoping that because all the Valentine stuff is in the shops, I might be able to find some that have like little hearts on the stems or something. This is Lola. Charlie's dog Lola. She's so cute. Ready to go out?
Bye-bye.
Lola's not coming, unfortunately. They won't let her in the shop. Ba, 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 ba. My favourite place. God, they've got a lot of Easter stuff. I do respect it. But I just don't know anyone who goes this hard for Easter. Quite cute. I remember doing Easter bonnet competitions when I was at school. And those were the vibes. I don't know. Yeah, I've never thought to decorate for Easter. I suppose I'm not particularly religious, so that's probably why. This carrot basket is really cute though. Look how cute that is. Oh my God, I kind of love it. I've got absolutely no use for it though. I'm quite enjoying these kind of like fluffy chairs at the moment. And I really like that coffee table actually. This round one. I really need to decide on my vibe. That looks very comfy. I think we've learned that a comfy sofa, it's all in the width of the cushion, but that looks quite stunning, although it would get dirty very easily. I don't think it's convenient, so they've put that coffee table up so you can't sit on it. This sofa bed is only £200. I'm very much in the market for a sofa bed at the minute. This isn't really the style I want it in, but if anyone knows where I can get a good sofa bed, please let me know. Ooh, you can't really see them, but I really like those bedside tables. They're like behind that thing, whatever that is. I've only ever seen one of those in Animal Crossing. I've just noticed this cabinet that seems to have a load of Versace stuff in it. So there's like this Versace jug. I don't think it's really anything special if I'm honest, but it says RRP £555 and in here it's 145. That pink like cup and saucer is prettier. Apparently the RRP is 100. Oh wait, no, I think that's of that plate behind it. 100 RRP, £35 in here. I've never even noticed this cabinet before, like all of those little mugs. RRP £405 apparently. And they cost £116 in here. Now that plate at the back I think is my favourite. I like the blue. I think it's got a bit of pink in it as well. Looks very ornate. Whenever I see this brand, Graze, it always reminds me of when I went to boarding school because I had one of their like Graze boxes that had, I think it was 4 different like snacks in it. It's like the snack version of HelloFresh, basically. You pick which ones you want every week. And they would always arrive on, I think it was Wednesdays, and it was my favourite day of the week because I would always get post. I only went to boarding school for a year, I hated it. I love Le Creuset stuff, but I will exclusively buy it in Homesense because I refuse to pay full price. Like these mugs, they have them in loads of colours. They've got blue, like a darker, like turquoisey blue, cream, pink. I quite like that red one as well. And they're meant to be £22, but they're £9.99 in here, so a tenner, which is, I would argue, much better. I actually love this little bee tray. Is it what's the Emma Bridgewater? I don't know, I've got an Emma Bridgewater mug that looks very similar. I actually really like that. It's only £14, that's not bad. It says the RRP is £35 and 2 pence. That's very specific. Want a disco? I quite like that. That looks very Oliver Bonus. They have these lamps. I don't necessarily love these ones. And like these are a similar style. I don't necessarily love these ones either. but there is like a name for this type of lampshade that I can't remember, that's like kind of mosaic-y, that I love. And I'm kind of trying to work out whether I'll be able to put some of them in my hallway, like on the ceiling. I just think they look really pretty. Not necessarily, I don't really like these ones, but I've seen some before that were like green, blue and yellow, and they were really pretty. God, they've got Ralph Lauren lamps in here as well. 60 quid each, that's not bad.
Just taking it for a walk, you know.
They've got half price on loads of these Laura Ashley duvet sets as well. They're so nice. Oh, is it a duvet set? Oh no, they are separate. But so this one's RRP £100 and it's £49.99. I think that's just a white king size duvet and 2 standard pillowcases. I am really seriously debating upgrading my bed to king size. I'm gonna move everything around. I really might, because recently I stayed in a hotel and my bed there was king size, and I have not stopped thinking about how luxurious and fantastic it was, and that's just what I want for my everyday life, you know. There's a little dog table and a cookie table. Oh my god, cake tables. What's around here? A cupcake table. What do you think about the cupcake table? Oh, I think it's hideous. No? It is fun though. I quite like this. I like things like this at the minute. Although I'm not sure on the colour, but I like the tiling. I'm a big fan of tiles. It is hours and hours later now. I've spent most of this afternoon just trying to cut down my declutter TikToks so that they fit on, well, originally YouTube Shorts, because one of you guys asked me to put them on YouTube Shorts, but YouTube Shorts have a maximum length of a minute and most of the declutters are 10 minutes. So I can't get them for YouTube Shorts, I don't think, but Instagram Reels has a 90-second limit. So there will be like very, very condensed versions on my Instagram of most of them, I think. That's what I've been working on. Charlie and I are about to head out to the cinema. We're gonna go and see Argyle, which I'm very excited about because it is by the same people as Kingsman, and I love the Kingsman series. I wasn't too convinced by the trailer, but I have heard good things, so we're gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. You weren't convinced either?
No, not by the trailer, but you know.
We'll see. I love Kingsman so much that I do have a bit of blind faith. And it means I can have popcorn for dinner, which, let's face it, is the most important part. Here we are at the cinema. We've got a large mixed popcorn, some Aero bubbles, and then we're just getting a drink each. I think Fanta with no bubbles. Yeah, Fanta no bubbles they have here. I think I'm gonna get Fanta 0 sugar, but with bubbles. And I love the peach one. I'm going through a real phase.
What does it taste like?
Fanta with no bubbles? Why don't you like give yourself a shot of it and see what you think? Honestly, this stuff is incredible, the peach one. I think about it all the time. Has it run out? Oh no, it just stopped. Okay, fine, I think it's fine. That could have been a day ruiner there. Morning, look at my fringe. I'm off to get a haircut. I've been putting it off way too long. Don't want anything fancy. Charlie's blowing his North Face whistle. Don't want anything fancy, just a trim. I'm thinking I might get a little wispy fringe as well. I think that might be quite fun. Did someone say hair transformation? I just had a trim, nothing too dramatic. But I did get a fringe cut in. I had it blow dried straight so I can curl the ends myself because I'm headed into London in a bit for an event.
I think your hair looks really nice straight.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like because my natural hair is quite curly, the second any moisture gets into it when it's straight, I'm done for. But yeah, you can't really see because of the wind, but I do like it. So I'm going to finish off the styling in a bit and then head off into London. Okay, it is successfully styled. This feels a lot more like me. I just put a little bit of a curl in the bottom and then sort of sorted the fringe a little bit. It's a little bit short, but I know that within like a week it will be the perfect length, so that's fine. I've just arrived in London. I've been drinking this. I got this from M&S yesterday, this cream soda. It is so good. It tastes like the butterbeer that you get at Harry Potter Land or the Universal Studios tour thing. So good. I also got a sour cherry one. I haven't tried that one yet. It looks really cute though. I just love the, like, I don't know what era this is it the 60s? I don't know, whatever style this is, 50s I feel like. I just really enjoy the style of the cans basically. I'll show you the cherry one tomorrow when I have it. Just about to go into London to see my friends Lucy and Maria, and then Maria's going off to a different event and Lucy and I are going to a Netflix screening tonight. I'm her +1 and I'm very excited. I really know nothing about what we're watching apart from the fact that the dress code is romantic. and then in brackets smart. So I'm wearing like wide leg trousers and like a nice coat and bag. It's not romantic, but it is smart. What is romantic? I've got hearts on my nails, that's kind of romantic. If you ever need a cup of tea and a slice of cake in central London, this is in the Big Waterstones in Piccadilly. This is like the cafe underneath. There's two. This is the underground one. Look at this cake. Oh my god, it's stunning. This tea does look criminally dark, but it is soya milk. And actually, I think that's the perfect cup of tea, but I know that people will have something to say about it, and I disagree with those people. I'm here with Lucy.
Hello, just a little windswept.
Yeah, my hair's all in my eyes, but we're in Piccadilly Circus at the moment. We've just had a very nutritious dinner of chicken nuggets.
Nutritional value, 0.
That's the best kind of dinner. And now we're going to a very exciting place actually. I've wanted to go here for ages because I'm nosy. Where are we off to, Lucy?
We're off to collect our BAFTA.
We are. Which is so generous of them actually to let us both win.
It was a joint performance.
It was, yeah. I've always wanted to go into BAFTA. I've seen other people go.
I don't really know what to expect. I've never seen it. I've never seen anything about it.
No, I mean surely it's just a lot of cinema screens.
I'm expecting comfy velvet armchairs.
Yeah, I want popcorn.
And lots of gold.
There'll be popcorn.
Oh, I certainly hope so.
Guys, there are bubbles coming out of this van.
That is the most joyful thing I've ever seen.
I want bubbles to come out of my car. Can't believe all these people have won a BAFTA as well.
Oh mate,
They should be so honoured to win the same award as us. This is what we're here for. That is very cool. Wonder which one's ours.
They're already mine.
This BAFTA embroidered seat is the greatest thing I think I will ever sit on. We do have popcorn. And it says Netflix, 1 day on it. Also, look how cute. Where's the book in the bag? Oh, that's so cute.
If you had plans for Thursday, cancel them. I am honoured to invite to the stage the cast of the show, Amber Kamod. Amber, I'd love to start with you. We saw you in the amazing This Is Going to Hurt. Now, Emma is obviously a bit of a departure from that character that you played in This Is Going to Hurt. So how was that experience of channeling someone so completely different?
It was mainly the accent, to be honest. It was very, very different, and I'm a massive, massive fan of the book. Yeah, I mean, how often do you get to play a part over 20 years? It felt like a huge responsibility. And
I'd love to know, what was the process of auditioning for the role for 1 day?
I was filming Lotus when I was auditioning for this. And I came into the room for the first time with Molly Manners and Rachel Sheridan with my cowabunga tattoo still on my neck. And they thought it was real. So they panicked. And then as the audition kind of continued, it started to come off. And so they realized they could maybe breathe a sigh of relief. And yeah, we were both just kind of auditioning for the following month or so after that.
Yeah, and Nicole. So, Nicole, you are a BAFTA-winning screenwriter, which is incredible, and we're actually coming to you live from BAFTA tonight. And many people will remember your phenomenally powerful series, 3 Girls. And I wanted to know how the offer of adapting 1 Day came to you, and were you a fan of the book when you were approached to write this series?
The opportunity came in to adapt this when I had a week-old baby. And I had already decided I'm not looking at any work for a whole year, no matter how amazing it is. A week-old baby, and in comes this from Roanna and Jude, and it just catapulted me back to how I felt when I first read that book. I was one of the early adopters, and I remember feeling like, wow, this is about me. Emma is me. Someone's written a book about me.
I hope that they love everything about it, and they hate nothing, and that they think it's perfect, and they have absolutely no notes.
It is much later in the week now. I've just been rained on, but I'm going to plop this into Tuesday's section of the vlog because I realised after we left it was really late and the rain was really heavy, and I just didn't pick up the camera, and I completely forgot to tell you all about the evening. It was so cool. Basically, when we went in, Lucy and I went straight over to the bar, and they had loads of Prosecco and stuff, but we were just having Diet Cokes because I was driving and stuff, and I'm not a big drinker. I'll have like a cocktail every now and again, although in the next clip you're going to see after this one, it looks like I'm drinking wine in the morning. I wasn't. I do really like that wine, but it was an Instagram ad that I was shooting. I had about 2 sips. So yeah, we went in, and it's always funny when you go to these things because you just never know who else is going to be there, like whether you're going to know anyone, whether you're going to recognise anyone. And with it being at BAFTA, like I really had no idea. But then Lucy and I were chatting away, and I went, Lucy, that man behind you, he's very famous. And she was like, yeah, he is. And I couldn't place him, and she went, he's in 101 Dalmatians. And he was. And then she went, I'm pretty sure that girl there is someone as well. And I looked at her and I was like, that is Jazz from Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, the greatest movie of all time. So I was very excited about that. And we did bump into a few people we knew as well, like catching up with people, which was really nice. But then obviously we watched One Day, which is now out on Netflix, and we got the book in the goodie bag. I am determined to become a reader. I've gotten really into audiobooks lately. I'm still on the Hunger Games series, but I just think they're brilliant. When I spend a lot of time in the car, like I do quite a lot of long journeys when I go back to Norwich and stuff, and also quite often like just driving around London, if you're going from one end of London to the other, that takes like an hour most of the time. So audiobooks have actually been a really good way of making me like actually look forward to those drives instead of being like, oh god, I've got to drive. But yeah, I am really determined to do a lot more reading, because I used to love reading when I was a kid, and then I stopped doing it for fun when I was at uni, and I've just never really been able to pick my attention span back up again. But I am determined, except I've got so many books in my house, and obviously, as you guys know, I'm decluttering everything at the moment. So I've put myself on a book buying ban, because what I want to do is read all the books that are in the flat, and then I'm gonna, basically there's this app that I found called Zifit. Someone told me about it on TikTok, and you can like scan in your books. It's really cool, like the barcodes of them. It's like working in a shop. That was always my favourite part of working at clinic, when I got to scan all the stuff. That never stopped feeling like a game to me. I couldn't tell you why, but you get to scan them in, and then you get like a little bit of money for them, and then you go put them in an impost locker. Basically it's so easy, gets rid of everything. It's a B Corp, so it's all like ethical and environmentally friendly, etc. And so yeah, basically that's my plan of action, to get through all the books in the flat. And I think I'm gonna like put them in a pile or something, or like on a bookshelf, but in order of what I'm going to read next, so that it feels like something to be gotten through, rather than just like, here are all my books I never touch. But yeah, getting the book in this bag feels like a massive loophole to my no buying books thing for the year. But as for the show, I loved it. I don't really watch a lot of romance stuff. I'm much more of like a crime girly. So to be honest, if it had come up on my Netflix, I'm actually not even sure that I would have watched it. But it turns out that it's this huge book that I had no idea about, that's super popular, and basically it follows the two main characters, Emma and Dexter, through 20 years of their life, but you see them on the same day every year for 20 years. It's really cool, and like it is a romance, but I also have a distinct feeling that it's gonna break my heart into a million tiny pieces. But it is so beautifully shot, and it's such a lovely story. We've watched the first 3 episodes so far, and I am fully sucked in. I will absolutely be watching the rest of it. I feel like it might be quite a hard sell to Charlie, because he likes watching sports or documentaries, and if I said to him, look, it's this romance Netflix show, I don't think that would really go down very well. So I'll watch it, not this week, but when I'm at home by myself. But yeah, I would really highly recommend that you watch it. And something that I really like about it is that each episode is a different length, because this is what I really like about streaming services versus like terrestrial TV, is that sometimes I really like it when they make an episode as long as they think it needs to be to tell the story well, rather than trying to always flesh out episodes so they last 40 minutes or an hour or whatever it is. I think it's something that's quite unique to like the current way that we consume media, being on streaming services rather than needing like a slot in a TV schedule. And yeah, I like that. Although I need to stop binging things, because I've really noticed that when I binge stuff, I don't remember it like 2 weeks later, and I think I don't actually remember what happened. I know that I enjoyed it, but that's about it. And so I want to maybe just watch like one episode an evening or a handful a week, you know, and like savor it rather than rush my way through it, because it's like a habit that I've gotten into and actually I don't like it. I need to try and like make my attention span longer. I feel like my brain is rotting. But anyway, while I've got you here, I also wanted to share some news with you, news on Lucy's behalf, because obviously you saw her a minute ago. Lucy has written a book. I'm so excited. It came out, well, the pre-order started today. It comes out in September. I've pre-ordered it. I've never pre-ordered anything so quickly in my life. And it is like a witchy, magical, like super autumnal book. I'll put a link to the pre-order in the description. She has been working on it for so long and I'm so excited for her. It's been such, because I'm not an author. I've got no idea how that process is, so it's been so interesting to like learn through osmosis about how all of that worked. And yeah, I can't wait to read the book, so I just wanted to mention it because it's a big deal, and if you're a big reader you should buy it, I think. Anyway, back to present day. Welcome to Wednesday. Current setup,
Wine and donuts.
and Charlie's playing with a light.
You're like about to tell a ghost story.
And here we are.
I did that in the car as well, didn't I? God, unpredictable.
Yeah.
Here we are. And this is where the Enfield haunting took place.
The Enfield haunting famously happened in Kent.
I've done a terrible job at vlogging today, but we're just in Costa having a little co-working three-way date.
I always say that Charlie's got 2 girlfriends. Not happy about the fact, but it's true.
We're announcing some Girlies IRL events tonight. They are pottery events in Norfolk and in East Sussex. If you saw the vlog a couple of weeks ago when I started it and I had like really frizzy hair and I was doing a call with Abby, that's what that call was about.
It's pretty, it's always gorgeous.
I know, it's so stunning.
It's not thin or short.
Yeah, because obviously, as you guys know, I'm really working on growing my hair out.
It looks really short though.
Charlie, when I went to the hairdressers yesterday, the hairdresser said to me, your hair's really long. And I was like, oh my god, thank you. And Charlie went, she's lying. And I went, I'd rather you call me ugly. Say I've got short hair.
It's really short.
I'm trying so hard to grow it. But yeah, so we are just prepping ourselves for that announcement, and honestly, there's nothing that fills me with adrenaline better than when our Girlies IRL tickets go on sale.
Notifications come through to be like, we will do it in the group chat where we would be like,
oh my god, no, you know what we really often do? You know the gif of that guy?
the guy with the gavel.
With the gavel, he's like, order! We send that every time someone buys a ticket, which is so funny, but yeah. So I'm buzzing for that like hit of serotonin tonight. Exactly. Also, has anyone ever had a large coffee from Costa? Because this is a bowl with handles.
It stresses me out though, the handles feel like really disproportionate to the size of it. So it's actually, I would just prefer a really big handle.
Yeah,
on
they're
one
not
side.
very comfy.
It's the double mini handles that stress me out a bit. It looks like it should be for soup, not coffee.
Slay coffee though, I've got a soy vanilla latte and it's hitting the spot. And look at this Costa chandelier of mugs.
I sent it to the group chat and Maria said that she'd have that in her house.
I actually think
believe that.
I've got enough mugs in my cupboard that I could create it at home.
New TikTok series?
Maybe. Decluttering things by hanging them from the ceiling.
It would make the eye level would be a lot clearer.
Yeah, it would, it's true.
As soon as you look up you go, oh, what's happened here then? It'd be quite a treat for new people to the flat as well. Like, if they've never been around before, they come in and they're like, oh Amy, why is there so much on your ceiling?
I've got quite high ceilings, so maybe you wouldn't even notice to begin with.
That's true. I'm quite tall though, so I probably would notice.
Yeah, true. Good morning, it's Friday and I'm about to re-embark on my it's not pottery, my brunch tour of the UK. Today we are driving to Manchester, but before that, have you ever had a giant crumpet? Because I have, and they are better than normal crumpets. See, this is the size you want from a crumpet. This is my hand for scale. They are fantastic. And also, they genuinely taste better, but I think it's because they retain the heat better because they're bigger. So the butter goes all melty and they just stay hot for longer. 10 out of 10, would recommend. I'm officially en route. The weather is disgusting. It is so rainy and there are so many like amended speed limits everywhere. You have to drive really slow because I assume because of the weather. So that is going to make for a very interesting drive up to Manchester. I'm splitting the drive with Maria and Jess is passenger princess, and then Chloe and Abby are splitting the drive in another car. I think they're taking Abby's car, I'm not sure. So I just headed to meet Maria and Jess now, and then we're gonna get going. I think it's gonna take us a long time. Like the sat nav yesterday said around 5 hours, and obviously with this weather, and apparently it is forecast snow in Scotland this weekend, which is so good because we're driving to Edinburgh tomorrow night. Yeah, I think we're going to be in for a long car journey. But I'm very excited to be in Manchester. I love Manchester. I've been like a handful of times, and it always just feels very like a friendlier version of, oh no, it's not London, but like it's very busy, there's a lot there, it's very cool, but sort of I would say it's more friendly. I haven't got any makeup on yet, even though I do want to arrive in Manchester with makeup on so that we can kind of do things, film some content and stuff. But I currently have fake tan guide colour on, which is really not giving anything at the moment. I like, my skin is so pale at the minute. I haven't had sun in so long. It's like translucent, and to be honest, this tan currently is still looking pretty translucent, so let's see if it builds up as we go. I'll probably be like bright orange next time you see me. Why do I literally look like I've just woken up? My
You do,
hair.
yeah.
Do you complete a task for Amy's vlog?
Oh, depends what the task is.
The task is change my air freshener to my new one.
Yeah.
New air.
Oh my god, this one's been up ages. Do you remember when we were in your car and we started like pulling it apart because it's like?
Did you put that on?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, no, it was already on, but I was like, it looks like it should
You
do this. Ooh.
Where's it gone? It was like there.
Oh, what does it look like?
The roses one.
Roses? No, I can't see that.
Roses.
No, that's a weird remote control. What have you got that for, girl?
Maria?
Oh, that's a rape alarm.
I mean, a good thing to have, but probably
Yeah.
not in your car. I would maybe put it somewhere a bit more useful.
It was literally there this morning.
Everything has gone missing in your car today, though. There's several times where we've said, well, that's where Amy was fishing around, and then that's where we found your rape alarm.
It was literally there this morning. It was here or somewhere. What?
Somewhere.
Or somewhere.
And then I really went, oh,
It's not with
like,
the holy
fish
water,
bag.
is it?
Maria's carpet.
and what other things have I got in my car?
This-
Also, are we going to explain why you're driving
Religious
my
medal.
car?
Oh, I did earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I did drive for 2 hours already, so like she's not just chauffeuring my car. No.
Yes. And Maria is sitting in the back of her own car because I've got long legs and I get travel sick.
Yeah.
It's a bad combination.
I don't care. What the hell did I do with that air freshener?
No, it's not with the holy
was
water,
in
is it?
the front. Maybe
It's not down this
in
bit.
the door of Amy's bit, but there's a lot of shit in that door. So
I don't think it is in the door. There's holy water, some sunglasses, and a charger. And a rape
alarm.
beads.
Yeah, there are rosary beads as
Rosary
well.
beads.
Yeah, my mom's friend gave them to her, so she put them in the door of my car.
Your car is full of treasures, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the squishmallow. The squishmallow is like the only thing that I have decided to put in my car.
True.
Anyone like banana?
No.
I don't think I would. I'd be more in the market for like a Starburst. I'm very thirsty, guys.
Do you want some more squash?
Yes, please. Thank you.
How long's left for us? What?
Hour and a half.
It's an hour and a half.
It's not going to do services.
Yeah.
Got yourself
maybe.
some Starburst. I'm quite in the market for a sweet treat.
What?
Oh yeah, 35 miles. We should stop at the services near Knutsford. Knutsford's in Cheshire and apparently it's stunning, gorgeous,
Oh.
really made territory.
All right, let's go there
Okay,
then.
let's go to
All right.
Knutsford then.
And then tomorrow, when we're driving
Oh,
to
my
Scotland,
God,
we're going to go to the tea-based services because
Everyone's talking about the tea
everyone is talking about the tea-based services. My sister has told me multiple times. She was like, "Girlies, make sure when you're in the car you go to the tea-based services."
And then someone
And then-
went there.
And then someone else mentioned it maybe at the last brunch.
Yeah.
And then also we saw it in the comments of someone else on TikTok. Someone was saying you need to go to the tea-based services.
I
That
thought
is
it
what
was
we're
the
going.
tea-based services. Apparently it's like a farm. Or
Like a farm shop. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
But
if it was
someone
like a
said
farm.
it was a farm, and then someone else was like a farm shop, and I was like, farm
Farm-
shop makes
farm
more
shop
sense. But I
sounds
quite
like
like
more-
the
more
idea
my
of, like,
God.
getting out of the car and being able to say hello to some goats.
True. And we did make friends with a lot of goats when we went to Skeg Vegas.
Skeg Vegas.
Skeg
sorry.
Vegas!
The baby ones.
Yeah. Although
The adult
tomorrow,
ones kind of scare me.
Yeah.
tomorrow won't actually be in this vlog though. It will be in the
Tour diary.
diaries vlog coming out. Oh, I definitely don't need the wipers on right now. That's coming out on Wednesday or Thursday. Someone let me out of this car.
No, you're locked.
Let me out. I've been in the car since like 9:25 this morning, and it's now 5:10.
Yeah, my bum.
And we're still 45 minutes away.
And like probably in 45 minutes it will also say you are 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
No matter how close we get, it just gets further.
Yeah.
It's like,
We need to try.
you know, like when you were a kid and you kept saying like, are we nearly there yet? And they go, yeah, 10 minutes. And then it'd be like, are we nearly there yet? And they go, yeah, 10 minutes, no matter how far away you are. I think that's what Waze has been doing to us.
Yeah. It has been.
Just like that.
Southern? No. What do you mean? No. Southern?
Hey guys, I've got a hair mask in, which is why it looks like this. And actually I'm really...
Drastic improvement from earlier when you looked like repeatedly you just got out of bed.
Honestly, I don't know what was going on today. Since I've had my hair cut, it's so like stunningly healthy that it just will not hold any kind of shape, which is driving me crazy. But it's time to wash it now. Finally, you know, like the first wash after you get your hair cut, the first wash that you do yourself, I feel like always makes a really big difference. I've still got my guide colour on, you can kind of see it. Obviously I've washed my hands throughout the day, so my hands aren't looking great, but I'm excited to wash that off in a minute. I've had this on for like probably an hour and a half. I've just repainted my nails. Well, just did half of them, to be honest, because I really couldn't be bothered to do my right hand. Let me show you.
It was a beautiful bonding experience between the both of us.
Always is. There we go, look. They're like candy pink with little red swirls on. Really like them actually. But yeah, we're in the car for a total of about 9 hours in the end, or I was anyway, when I then included my drive into London. But it was hideous. It just felt like it was never going to end, and we were so hungry and so dead by the time we got here that we didn't actually even get to go into Manchester, which is a real shame because I really like Manchester. So we just went to like a pub near the hotel. It was so cheap, by the way. I got like my whole meal. I got a starter, a main course and a drink for £15. It was nuts. But yeah, then we came back, tried some rubbish. I've edited my vlog, and yeah, now I've got my hair mask in. I'm just about to wash my hair properly, so I just thought I'd show you what I've been using, because obviously last week I was talking about my hair growth journey vibes, and I've had it cut this week, which has made me feel a bit rubbish about it, because she did take like just over an inch off, which I gave her permission to do because I know it needed to happen, and the ends are so much blunter and it looks so much healthier, but it just always feels a bit rubbish when it suddenly gets loads shorter. But anyway, like I said last week, I've been using this Pantene Molecular Bond Repair hair mask. If it could focus, that would be amazing. No worries if not. There we go. This is the hair mask. It is now, like, I've used it all up, although actually I did waste a little bit. I just noticed I got some on the floor, so I'll clear that up in a second. And yeah, so this has been on my hair for like an hour and a half. I feel like I've really got my shower routine down now. Sometimes I then use a scalp scrub, but I didn't bring it with me, so I'm not going to do that.
I don't use them and I feel like I should.
Yeah, like, I don't know if they actually make that much difference, and I have one of those brushes. I got it from TikTok shop that's like, not brushes, they're like, they look like little head massagers. They're like plastic. Mine's pink. But again, I don't really know if that makes much of a difference either, but I do always give my head a good scratch with my nails. Oh, I started using this shampoo and conditioner last week, and actually I was very impressed with it so far, but I have only used it I think twice. The next two products I'm going to show you have been like the thing that has made the single biggest difference, I think. First of all is this one, and it's nearly run out. Actually, they're both nearly run out, which I'm very sad about. Come on, focus. The Umberto Giannini Salon Smooth Wonder Glosser. Right, you put this on to like damp hair after it's been washed, and it literally leaves your hair so much shinier. I never really had particularly shiny hair, and since using this I've noticed such a difference. And then I also started using this Goldwell Just Smooth Thermal Spray Serum, and this is like my heat protection. So I put it onto, I can't remember, I always have to read the back. Yeah, oh yeah, because I put that on, then I dry my hair, then I put this on before I use like straighteners and stuff, and it is the best heat protection I've ever used. There's been a couple of times when I haven't used it because I haven't been able to find it in my absolute pigsty of a bedroom, and I always can really actually tell that I haven't used it. It's actually crazy. And then I also have this from the Diamond Gloss range. Is that a range, I don't know. It's also Goldwell style, and this is called Just Smooth Protect and Shine Spray. Oh, so it's the Just Smooth range. This is really good as well. You put this on like finished hair and it just makes it really shiny. So yeah, that's my current routine. I don't really use any hairspray, which I probably should start doing because I am having a lot of problems with like things not holding very well. Don't know, what do you guys think? This feels like vlogception because I've been editing the rest of the vlog on here. I've still got the hair mask in, I haven't bothered to get in the shower yet. But yeah, here we are. This is where we finished the week in this travel lodge in Rochdale and in Manchester, which I will say is much better than the Bristol travel lodge we stayed in.
True, the Bristol one was not up to par really.
No, we're going to be travel lodge experts by the end of this tour.
We could just start like a tier ranking list maybe, and at the end of the year we could maybe do a video where we tier like rank every travel lodge we've stayed in.
Oh my god, I've just realised I'm wearing odd socks. That's so upsetting. This one has a butterfly on it and this one has Mickey Mouse on it. They're not even similar.
Really disappointing.
That's really annoying. We're in this travel lodge today, and then tomorrow we're doing our Manchester brunch, and then tomorrow night we're driving to
Dumfries
in
we
Scotland.
We always get it wrong and say we're going to Dunfermline, but we're not, we're going to Dumfries.
And then on Sunday we're doing the Edinburgh brunch from 12 till 2.
And then driving to Leeds.
And then we're driving to Leeds. We're staying there overnight to break the drive up. And then we're going home. And that'll be the end of the brunches, which is wild because we were actually working on these for like 6 months.
Yeah, they've been in the works for so long that the fact within 2 weekends they're just like done.
It's crazy. We've got loads of other plans coming up for Girlies IRL, so like it's not like big sad, but it just feels like crazy.
I think we always feel like that a little bit when something's done, because we give everything our all in the lead up to it, so then like once you're there, you know what it's almost like, and I'm not saying that it's on the same scale, but you know when people like spend so much time planning their wedding and then they say their wedding, they almost don't get to enjoy it because it's over so quickly, because, and you're worried about everything going right on the day. It's like a similar vibe to that, because we're always like running them out, making sure everyone's happy, making sure we've like got all the things we need, doing all like the different parts of it, so they feel like the time passes so quickly for us, and then it's just done, and then we're like, oh. And it's also like a bit like writing your dissertation, like it's so stressful and you spend so long doing it, but then like that last push moment is so stressful that by the, well for me anyway because I'm so disorganised, that by the time I handed it in I was so exhausted that I didn't even really feel proud of myself. I was just like, bloody hell, I need to go to bed. My dissertation was the one time in my life that I was ahead of myself and didn't leave it all to the last minute. And I'm not like this at all. Like, I have got ADHD and I leave everything to the last minute. I need like that pressure of a deadline. I was so well organised for my dissertation, and I had it all printed off like the day before, like 24 hours in advance. It was printed, it was bound, it was perfect. And then my friend that I lived with, she was still writing it. Bear in mind, our hand-in time was 10 AM on whatever day it was. She was still writing it. Like, she pulled an all-nighter the whole night. She was still writing it up until about 9 AM. Then she had to send it to my printer because her printer wouldn't work.
I was going to say, did you not have to go into uni to submit it?
Yeah. So she had to send it to my printer because her printer wouldn't work. Our other housemate's boyfriend had to give us a lift to uni up to the bit where we then had to go and get it like spiral bound or whatever it was, and we handed it in at 9:59, and I almost missed when I was so organised, I almost missed my dissertation deadline because we were handing in together because hers was so last minute. And the thing is, it's fine because we got it in the end, and I, not to brag or anything, I did get a first for my dissertation. But the stress, the second-hand stress of it.
Yeah, that is so stressful.
It was rough.
I was running around my uni campus on the last morning like a headless chicken, but I don't think it was like right up to the minute like that. I can't really remember.
No, we were literally like, we got like a little receipt thing. I don't know if everyone's unis did that.
Yeah, I think mine did as well.
And the receipt was literally like 9:59, and I was like, if I actually failed my dissertation because of you, the way like, well, the thing is, it's not that deep, isn't it? Like, I wouldn't have fallen out with her, but it would have been devastating when I worked so hard on it. I
was procrastinating writing my dissertation so badly, and I chose to do my dissertation in January instead of at the end of the year. Yeah, no, weird. I don't really know why I did that, but anyway, I was procrastinating it so badly that I started writing my for some reason the time when I finally got the motivation to start writing my dissertation was on Christmas Day. That's
So unhinged.
So I had like my Christmas dinner, and then I was like, anyway,
See
guys,
you later.
see you later. I've got a dissertation to write.
And do you know what? Whatever it takes to get it done.
Sometimes, for some reason, that's how my brain works. Like, when it's the thing I'm meant to be doing, I physically cannot do it. And then when it's the thing that I'm not meant to be doing, it's like the only thing in the world that I want to do.
That you can think about, yeah.
Yeah.
I do that with most things in my life, to be honest.
It's a bit like cleaning. I'll put off cleaning for ages, and then one day when I've got loads of other stuff, I go, but I've got all this cleaning
But I
to
have
do.
to clean right now.
Yeah.
Sometimes I clean to process my emotions.
Yeah, I think that's quite a healthy coping mechanism. I'd say.
Absolutely, because then like I'm less stressed and I have a clean kitchen at the end of it.
What was your dissertation about?
It was about. I wish I could remember the actual title.
Me too.
I have it on
I
my
always think this.
laptop.
I don't have my dissertation.
I don't think I
anymore.
do. But mine was about women in graphic design.
Slay.
And how they didn't get enough recognition for doing some of the most iconic things you could think of. Nike swoosh, woman.
Oh wow.
Like stuff like that. And obviously the Nike swoosh is not groundbreaking design by any
that's
means.
really interesting because it's
but-
like really iconic.
Yeah, and like there are so many parts of graphic design that women don't get recognition for.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually really enjoy doing it in the end because I was doing an illustration degree, so the fact that I was then doing my dissertation on graphic design felt a bit weird because in my brain they sit very differently and they have different vibes.
That's
and
interesting.
I'm like, I like to do silly doodles. I like my style for illustration is quite like, not cartoony, but it's like quite doodly and quite like loose. Whereas I feel like graphic design always feels a little bit more like structured.
Yeah.
So the fact that I was doing my dissertation on graphic design, I was a bit like, but I was very good at like writing.
Yeah.
So I just needed something that I could like dig quite deep into. My tutors loved it, so I was like, fair enough.
Yeah, that does sound really interesting. My dissertation was about Jane the Virgin, the TV show. And it was to do with, because you know how Jane the Virgin is based on like telenovelas? So
Yes, yeah.
So it was like the adaptation of like how they brought like bits of telenovela into Jane the Virgin while like trying to then make it appeal to a Western audience as well. And so it was like a more like UK US centric audience. And so it was talking about like how different cultures played into it and which it was really interesting actually, like analysing which bits of like telenovela stuff they chose to keep and which bits they chose to get rid of. A lot of it they did keep. I love Jane the Virgin, it's one of my favourite TV shows ever.
Yeah, I love it as well. Like, I never ended up finishing it, but
I would say the
I
last
used to-
season is the worst one.
Yeah, but I used to absolutely love it. What's really interesting is on my laptop I have my personal statement that I use to get myself into uni, but do I have my dissertation? No.
I don't have anything like that. I wish I had my personal statement.
It's probably not very good. I really don't want to know what it says, but I can't find my dissertation, and that's a shame. It will be somewhere. I've probably got it on a hard drive.
Oh, interesting. I don't have any.
After uni, I felt so like stressed and upset by the whole situation that I actually had to physically remove everything from my laptop to like get myself away from it, because I like by the end of uni I felt so like creatively burnt out. My mental health wasn't very good at the time as well, and I needed like a really clean break from it, so I just sort of removed it all.
Yeah, fair enough. I had a terrible time at uni. Like, I really hated it. I didn't even go to my graduation. I went to Disney World instead.
And I respect that.
I used the last of my student loan. I was like, this has been really rubbish. You know what's not rubbish?
That's such a good way of doing it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I had like 3 jobs through most of uni, so my student loan was really just my fun money, which was very nice.
I respect that. I had some weird jobs during uni.
What do you mean by weird jobs?
Well, I worked at Claire's for a while. It meant that I had to pierce people's ears, and I really didn't enjoy having to do that.
That's so funny.
And then I worked in Wonder Bra, and there were some interesting situations, because you'd say, and keep your top on, but like, no, take your top off but keep your bra on, and I'll come and like measure you. And then I would just sort of like open the curtain and there'd just be like boobs, and the thing is, I don't mind that. I'm like very happy to see other people's boobs, but it was like the shock of not expecting to see it. I'd open the curtain and be like, oh, okay, hello. And like complete strangers, people that I'd only known for like minutes. Yeah. And I'd be like, okay, that's fine. And then what did I do after that? I worked in the Body Shop. But actually that was quite a good job, even though it was very stressful at the time. Yeah. So it taught me a lot about skincare, and that's why whenever anyone finds out I'm 30, they're like, oh, can't believe that. Yeah. Just because that because of the body shop, really.
Fair enough. When I was at uni, I worked at the Theatre Royal in Norwich. I was an usher, so I did a lot of the like selling of the snacks and the ice creams and the drinks and the programmes, and a lot of people going, oh my god, that costs so much money.
Snacks.
Don't know what you mean. And a lot of people going, oh my god, that costs so much money. And I was like, I'm really sorry, I don't make the prices myself. But actually I really liked it as a first job, because it meant that if there were still tickets available on the night and it was a night I wasn't working, I could go and watch any show for free with a +1, which was amazing. And then I worked at Clinique. I worked there for a couple of years, only like 2 days a week, but I feel like I learned a lot about like retail and like work dynamics there, and also like skincare. I did quite enjoy it actually. And then I started tutoring, and I tutored kids from age, I think my youngest was 4.
God.
Yeah.
How's you a tutor when you're 4 years old?
Clever kids.
God.
And then
I was not clever at 4. That came later.
Yeah, they were lovely kids actually. I really liked that job. And I did that for years. So some of them I tutored for like sort of when they were really young, and then by the time I left they like weren't that young. It was really, it was quite nice to see. I think about them sometimes. I wonder what they're up to. But yeah, so I did that, and yeah, the youngest was 4, and so sometimes I would be teaching like 1 4-year-old to do her times tables, and then other times I'd be teaching a classroom of like 30, 50-year-old men.
Oh.
Because I was also a functional skills tutor.
Big slow from you actually.
Yeah, it was very varied.
Yeah, big brain
Some
moments.
of them were homeschooled, some of them were doing like GCSEs and stuff and needed some extra help.
I wish I'd had a tutor at school, because I was actually like naturally quite like, I could absorb the information well when I was quite clever, but I just could not apply myself at all. And I think had I had someone to like go with me at my own pace, I would have done so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved tutoring. I actually really did like it. It was very good. But the hours are quite unsociable, because obviously you can only really tutor when school's not on, so it ends up being a lot of evenings and weekends. So yeah, but anyway, sorry to ramble. Thank you for watching this week's vlog. Please leave me a comment, let me know what you've been up to this week, and also if you went to uni, please tell me what your dissertation was about.
That's so funny. I was literally just about to cut in to say that exact thing.
I find it so interesting, like every time someone
that sounded so pick me. I was actually gonna say that.
Oh my god, I was so bad.
I was so gonna say that, but I actually was.
Every time someone tells me they went to uni, I always really want to be like, and what did you write your dissertation about? Because I find it so interesting.
I made my brother, and I will admit I have never read it, but I did make my brother email me his dissertation, because he graduated maybe a year or 2 ago, and he did photography. Maybe we could read that as a little bit of like a story before bed. Oh, bedtime stories with Jess. Okay guys, we're going to be vlogging this weekend the rest of the tour, and that's going in the tour diaries, which is going up later this week. I think I've said that already. You did.
Don't forget to give the video a like if you've enjoyed it. I can't believe I've done 6 weekly vlog now. What? I can't believe
either.
I can't believe I've done 6 weekly vlogs now. So I'll see you on Monday, I guess.
Probably. You'll probably see me as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
Night. Night.
Night.